little yarnivores and spiderettes and arachnids. Fiber Spider back again with the continuation of the Mystery Lace Knit Along, and we are on row 232. Yes, we are. My goodness. All right, so let's get into it. Now, I think, to be perfectly honest, as always, I think that this is actually going to be the last video of the series. So instead of creating a lot more of these, these V's where it branches out, I think we're going to try to, tie up the loose ends, so to speak. So let's get into it, shall we? All right, first things first, I'm thinking, yes, let's have this eyelet travel to the right for now. We only have, 5 more lace rows to go, but, we're going to do what we can. We're going to see how we can sort of tie this up and finish it up. So, going to knit the first stitch, and then knit the next 2 together and yarn over. Now, of course, if you guys want to continue to do your projects independently, hey, more power to you. Go right ahead. So I'm knitting these 2 together and yarning over. And then what do we got next? Let's see. Well, we can put an eyelet smack dab right on top of here. We could do that. And because it is a V, we've got one here and then we've got one here. Let's have this one going to the right. So that being said, we're going to knit the next 6 stitches. Actually, no, wait, correction, sorry. We're going to knit the next 4 stitches, then knit 2 together and yarn over. Sorry about that. So let's knit the next 4. One, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And then knit 2 together and yarn over. Yarn over. There we go. Okay, who do we got next? Okay, now we have an eyelet here, 1 stitch in the middle. Let's have an eyelet here, but it going to the left. So knit the next 4 stitches. Actually, no, wait. Sorry, correction. I'm losing my marbles tonight. What can I say? I think I'm distressed about ending the project, but I think it needs to come to a close. Knit the next 3 stitches, then yarn over and slip knit pass. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then yarn over and slip, knit, and pass. Okay. All right, who's next? Well, we have another V going on here. So let's have this eyelet going to the right. So knit the next stitch, knit 2 together, and yarn over. So knit 1, then knit 2 together, and yarn over. Okay. And then we'll have this eyelet going to the left. So knit 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, and slip knit pass, slip, knit, and pass. Okay. And then we've got 2 with the one in the middle. Let's have the eyelet that will be here going to the left, I think. All right, so knit the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Okay, then yarn over and slip, knit, and pass, and then knit the last 4 stitches for the row. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so that is the end of 232. For 233, knit your way back across, and I'll meet back up with you. All right, row 234. Okay, now let's see here. What I'm thinking, actually, is to have this eyelet double back to the left, have this one continue on to the right, and they'll sort of meet up together. All right, so that being said, let us knit the next 3 stitches. I don't want to add any, branches, but I can still manipulate and tweak what we do have. So 1, 2, and 3, yarn over, slip, and knit, and pass. Okay. And then going to knit 1. Yes, knit 1. Okay, and then knit 2 together and yarn over. Like so. All right, now over here, we have this eyelet that we said was going to go on to the left, which let's continue doing that. And then we have this one over here going to the right. Now, yes, we do have a total of 3 stitches in between, but I don't think I'm going to do another double decrease. I think we're just going to have them continue to get closer to each other. So, that being said, let's see, we took care of this eyelet just now, right? Yeah, just double checking. All right, so let us knit the next 5 stitches and then yarn over, slip knit pass. So knit 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. yarn over, slip, knit, and pass. Okay. And then we have this eyelet right here, of course. Well, what I'm thinking is let's knit these two together, perhaps. Or is there something else we can do? Because I would like that eyelet to do something, not just peter out where it is. Okay, here's what we could do. We could do another yarn over and a slip knit pass. Slip, knit, pass. That should work, I think. Then, let's see, over here, we have this eyelet going to the left. We also have this one going to the left as well, which we could have that continue on as is. We could. No reason why not. So, that being said, knit the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yarn over, slip, knit, and pass. Okay. And then knit the next 2 stitches. Yarn over, slip, knit, and pass. And then knit the last 3 stitches of the row. Okay, so that is the end of 234. For 235, knit your way back across, and I will meet back up with you. Row 236. Okay, so actually what I'm thinking is that right here, it would be neat to do a double decrease right here. So let's knit the first 4 stitches normally. We have a couple of rows before the end. So we can do this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then yarn over, and then slip the next 2 stitches together knitwise. Then knit the next stitch, slip those 2 stitches up, over, and off, and yarn over again. Okay, so let's see, over here, I'm thinking we could have a single eyelet, or we could have this one double back and this one double back as well. That might be an idea. So that being said, let us knit the next 4 stitches and then knit 2 together and yarn over. So knit 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Knit 2 together and yarn over. All right. And then knit the next 3 stitches and yarn over, slip knit pass. So knit 3, 1, 2, and 3, yarn over, slip, knit, and pass. Okay. Then, let's see. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Do we want to have this one double backing as well? Or what? Or I don't know. Oh, yeah, we could. All right, so knit 1, then knit 2 together and yarn over. Knit 1 and knit 2 together. And yarn over. And then we've got this eyelet here, and he kind of looks depressed. He looks like he needs a friend. He looks like he needs to grow into 2. And I've said that, yes, I did say that I didn't want to have any more stitches grow out and branch out, but if there's anything about rules when it comes to this project, we break them. All right, so let's knit the next 2 stitches, then knit 2 together. One and 2, then knit 2 together, and yarn over, and knit 1, and yarn over, and slip knit pass. Slip, knit, and pass. Okay, and then last but not least, knit the last 2 stitches of the row. And there you are. That is the end of 236. For row 237, knit your way back across, and I will meet back up with you. Row 238. Okay, so let's see. I think, yes, let's do another double back once again. Sure. We're near the tail end, why not? All right, so I'm going to knit the next 2 stitches, then knit 2 together and yarn over. So knit 2. Sort of a last hurrah, 1 and 2. Then knit 2 together. And yarn over. Okay. And then have this one travel to the left. So knit 3. 1, 3. Okay. What's next? All right, we've got this eyelet traveling to the right. Let's have it continue to the right. So knit 3, then knit 2 together and yarn over. So knit 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then knit 2 together. And yarn over. All right. Now, let's see. Well, we have over here sort of a last-ditch effort to do another knit 3 together, which we could conceivably do. So we're going to knit the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over. Slip the next 2 stitches together knitwise. Knit 1. Pass those 2 up, over, and off. There we go. Yarn over. And then, let's see, going to knit the next 2 stitches. Then knit 2 together and yarn over. And then knit 3. 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over and slip, knit, and pass, and then knit the last stitch. Okay, that was the end of 238 for 239. Knit your way back across, and I'll meet back up with you. All right, row 240. This is the swan song, and I'm really not happy. No, I'm kind of sad about this because this is going to be our bind off. Now, you could do the really stretchy bind off. I'm going to do just a regular bind off for this last row. Yeah, I'm a bit melancholy about it because we've worked so long and hard on this project, and I'm so proud of all of you that have followed along with me. Basically, with the bind off, if you're not familiar with it, it's knit the first 2 stitches, and then going to knit them together, basically. Which actually, I think this is wait a minute. No, that's the super stretchy bind off that I was about to do. Hang on. What am I doing here? The regular bind off. Okay. I'm all confuzzled because I'm so used to doing the super stretchy bind off with so many other projects. I knit those 2 stitches, right? Okay. Then you basically pass the first stitch, okay, over the second stitch. it's been a while actually since I've done the quote-unquote regular bind off, believe it or not. But yes, you knit the first 2 stitches, then you slip that first stitch up and over. There we go. And then off. And then you knit the next stitch. And then you go into that first stitch, up, over, and off. And you want to try to do this loosely so that your edge doesn't get bunched up. And tight and so forth. You want to be pretty loose with it so that it has some give to it. And you just do this for the entire row, really, for the bind off. And as I was saying, yes, I'm a bit melancholy about it because we've come so far and we've done so much work together, and I haven't done, well, I've never done a complete knit along before. And so this was my first. And not to mention the fact that not only that, but also this is the first time in which I've done a knit along video that is completely random and organic. So for those of you that have done this project along with me, nobody else has a scarf quite like yours, except for those of you that have done this tutorial with me. This pattern is not written down. I don't foresee writing it down, myself at any given point in the future. I think it can stay here where it is. If you guys are inclined to write it down, if you have the patience to write it down, you're welcome to do so. I would appreciate that if you did, that you would give me the credit. It's like if you go out and sell the pattern, write down the pattern and sell it, I would be a little bit annoyed by that. But it's a completely random and organic pattern that we've done together, and that's something special. It's completely unique. Now, does it look polished, like something out of Vogue magazine? No, but it wasn't supposed to in the first place. It was supposed to be an exercise in creativity and sort of drawing, doodling, sketching with the eyelets, how they grow, how they change, how they decrease and increase and shift. Sort of like light playing on the surface of water. It's something that is, flowing, not stable, not constant, but organic. And that was the whole premise of this project. Also, of course, to get you comfortable with the idea of knitting lace yourself, whether organic or with a specific pattern in mind, but to get you used to not just the mechanics of how to do it, but why we do it. As far as why would you have a certain decrease in place of another one? Because lace patterns have always mystified me and, well, intimidated me in the past, until I learned to let go a little bit and have fun with the process. And that's what this has taught me. And I hope very much that it has encouraged you to not only give this a try, but to also come up with your own patterns and your own inspirations. And so that you too can grow even further as a creative stitcher. what we do. We learn. And as we learn, we grow, and then we become even better at what we do. It's kind of the idea, I think. And we are almost at the end. And I wanted to do this last bind off row with you guys because I wanted to spend some more time with you. I've really enjoyed this process, and I really didn't want it to end, but I didn't want to end with a piece that was way too big and way too long. I wanted it to be just right. So I figure let's end on a high note. All right, and almost there. And this one. And then one more. Okay, then just put that one up and over. And there you go. All right, so I'm going to cut my tail. Give myself enough of a tail to sew in later. Okay, my needles are free. Oh, okay, my goodness. All right, so let us take a look at what we have accomplished, shall we? Now, of course, this would probably look better blocked and, so on and so forth. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of blocking, but that is why I decided upon using extra large needles for the weight of yarn. But this is what we have. And again, as I've said a million times over, no pattern, no plan, just going as inspiration dictates. And there are some parts that look, I think, a little bit more polished than others, but it is 100% unique in its own way. And I don't know, I've heard the term snowflake in a derogatory way, but I like to think of this as sort of like, a snowflake in the sense of, snowflakes are unique and organic. I mean, when you look at leaves can be very, 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 very similar looking to the naked eye. Same thing with snowflakes, but when you take a closer look, my goodness, they are different, just like all of us. And of course, if you guys decided to change the course of action midway throughout the pattern, you ended up with something else. And that is groovy. I appreciate that. And my gosh, this thing just keeps going and going and going, doesn't it? And of course, if I used different sizes of eyelets as well, with double yarnovers, it would have taken a very different look indeed. Would have been even lacier in bits, but that's one thing that I held constant, where I wanted the size of my eyelets to remain the same. That was one thing that I kept consistent in spite of not having any actual pattern involved. But that being said, I really, really do hope that you enjoyed this project, this knit along, this lace along, whatever you want to call it. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give a little thumbs up button down below. Show your support. I would appreciate your appreciation, as always. And also, if you know of anybody that is aspiring to make lace themselves, but is a little bit intimidated, in spite of the aspiration, well, share the video. Let them know that it is possible. With a little bit of know-how of yarn overs and decreases, you too can make something very special and unique, just like ourselves. All right, so until next time, I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, stay stitching, stay safe, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.